Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we are going to do report writing reinforcement second part. So I have written down the points with which you could start your introduction. Now it is about this. This slide is about introduction. Now introduction is usually very brief, very concise and to the point. See, report is a kind of composition writing in which you do not let your emotions, you do not use your emotions to be displayed. You do not let any sort of feelings to be displayed by you. So no emotions in report writing. It should be very much direct, to the point and precise. Okay, it should be very much, let me write them over here. It should be very much direct. No emotions should be there. It should be direct and direct and precise. As it should be direct and precise. Okay, and so these are things which you should keep in mind all the time when you are to write a report. No emotions, direct and precise. So the pronouns that you would be using should be carefully used as well. So no emotive use of language, no metaphors, no similes. Okay, now, so in an introduction, what you are going to write in introduction. Now in introductory paragraph, you are to give reasons. You are to give reasons for writing the report, for compiling the report, you can say. And what is that? Give reasons. Now, why are you writing the report? Okay, why are you writing the report? You are going to answer this. Why? Why are you writing this report? Okay, why? Has someone asked you? Has someone asked you? Are you asked by the authority you are writing the report to? Is there any personal experience that you want that has stimulated you to write the report, that has pushed you to write the report? Have you observed a phenomena and are pushed to bring the matter in the form of a report because it has become important? Okay, so these are the few ways with which you write. But this section, introduction of your report, this section should answer the question, why are you writing the report? Okay, so why should be answered over here. Then another important thing which should be mentioned over here is what change you expect the report would bring. Would it enlighten someone? Is it going to add to the knowledge, to the fund of knowledge in journal, or pave way for further investigation, etc.? And there are so many other reasons. So what would be the effect of this report? Okay, you are going to tell how this report, we may tell how this report would affect or what would be the effect, or what would be the, or what's the use of this report, you may say. What's the use of this report? Like, how is it going to be helpful? Okay, so introduction contains the reasons for you compiling the report. It answers the question, why are you writing the report? And then you are also write down how this report is going to affect, whether it is going to enlighten public or someone or some institution, add to the knowledge or knowledge and pave way for further investigation. Okay, got it? Now let's move on to the next slide. And here is the main body. Now, the main body of the text. After writing down a direct, brief, short paragraph on introduction, in the main body, you are going to write what you did to get information on the subject of your report. Okay, so what you did, whether you visited a specific area or whether you visited specific areas on institute or institutions. Then over there, you made your observation on the subject of your report. You conducted an inquiry by talking to the people related to the issue directly and took their views on the subject. All you sent survey questionnaires to the people concerned. Okay. So these are these are a few things out of which you select what you did, what method you used. Then write down the information collected in a logical manner. It should be in a logical, and remember, sometimes it is required that you should write it in a chronological order. You may form short paragraphs containing one main idea supported by a secondary one. Like you may give views of the participants of your report in a passage. Okay, so this is how you would write down the information which you have collected. Okay, I think you have gotten it. Now let's move to the next slide. Now over here I have written down a statement. It's the activity which we are going to do over here. You are supposed to write a report from a newspaper reporter on the effects of social distancing in the wake of COVID-19 on the students to the editor of a newspaper. Now, isn't it obvious to you that who is writing the report? It is from a newspaper reporter is writing a report. He is writing a report or she is writing a report to the editor of a newspaper. And what is the subject of the report? The effects of social distancing in the wake of COVID-19 on the students. So definitely you would write down date, then to the editor, comma, then within inverted commas you would write the name of a newspaper, any newspaper like Dawn, then comma, inverted commas close, and then the name of the city, Islamabad, and then from would be colon, and then XYZ staff reporter, Dawn, Islamabad, and the subject is the effects of social distancing in the wake of COVID-19. We have just did this exercise on the previous slides. Now, why are you writing the report? First of all, you are going to answer this question. Why? Now, why are you writing the report? Since you are a staff reporter writing to the editor, you may say that I'm writing this report because the editor that you have asked me to compile a report on the effects of social distancing in the wake of COVID-19 on the students. You may write, and it will help us to judge. It will help help authorities to find out, or it will help the parents, or it will help the teachers to find out the ways the teens of our society could be helped out. So you are going to give the reason of your writing the report and the benefit of writing it. Okay, then introduction, since we are concerned over here with the main body, the content. Now, first of all, you will write the method you have adopted for getting information. Now, remember, it's a lockdown situation, or it's a viral disease which is spreading. So you would not say that I have went to a college, because the colleges are closed, or there are summer vacation over there. So you would not say that I visited colleges, or I visited that area or this area. What you can do over here is to say that I had conducted a telephonic survey. I had asked questions, or I had conducted this survey on the students of my college, and I have asked them few questions, and then I also telephoned and talked to the parents of college students. Okay, you have to define the area. You have to define the area or the scope of your report. Okay, so the scope is college students. Over here I have defined it as college students. So you conducted a telephonic interview of your college fellows and their parents. Okay, and conducted a survey, and the outcome of the survey revealed to you that according to the parents, students are no more physically active. They have adopted a passive life. Okay, you may quote one of the parents. You may say that one of the parents say that my daughter, daughter before before this outbreak of COVID, she had been a very good player of football or cricket, and earlier she used to go for practicing to the central park, but now because of this, she had this physical activity or this pastime of her has come to a halt, and now she is spending all her time at home, and which gives a lot of stress, or which causes a lot of stress, which causes a lot of mental stress to her. Okay, or you may say that the students say, or one of the students say that to get fresh air, she would go out for walk early in the morning to the nearest park, but now because of the lockdown, she could not get out of her house. Yet another student could say that on every weekend I'm missing going out, I'm missing going out with friends for outing, or with family for shopping. Okay, and a parent could say that the life routine has been transformed. Our kids who used to follow a set pattern, who used to lead a disciplined life, now they have gradually their routine has been changed. Then you may say, and all of this you could say in a single paragraph. All of this you could say in a single paragraph. The students are getting more. Not this method. The method you may describe in a separate paragraph. It is all these points, these ones. There would be a one paragraph on it, and then here you can write a short paragraph on that. The students are more have become more dependent on technology. They are spending more time on internet, on social media, and they're using more these devices or gadgets. And then you may write a separate paragraph that few of the parents and students, they have pointed out that they are suffering from certain psychological problems as well. This situation has caused anxiety among them, as they see no end of the tunnel, as they see no hope, no end of this COVID-19, and they are confused how when they are going to start their living the government policies. They are also confusing them. At one time they say that that there is no harm, that you may go out for shopping, and another instant they impose lockdowns. And however, and a few of them, another paragraph. Few of the students have been quite have retained their composure, and they have joined certain online courses, or some of them are engaged in doing yoga at home, and others have found out baking or such sort of activities to kill their time and to get them busy. So you may write it in a separate paragraph. So this is how you see you have created 1, 2, 3 paragraphs over here. Okay, then let's move on to the next slide, and this slide is about conclusion. Now, after stating, after describing, after giving in details. Now, see, you haven't given your input in the main text. In the previous slide, you haven't given any personal input of yours. You have only quoted students. You have only said what parents and students have told you. Okay, now in conclusion, when you are writing down the conclusion, you may say that that this COVID-19 situation has disturbed students emotionally, physically, and psychologically, besides changing their daily routine. And in the present scenario, it is imperative for the parents and for the elders to keep their young ones, or these teenagers, engaged in certain activities, as has pointed out by certain students, that is cooking, baking, or doing online courses and courses. And then suggestions. We should say that the following are the suggestions, and what are the suggestions with or recommendations. Now, what are the suggestions? Now, here in conclusion, you have what you have done. In a way, you have summarized. Okay, I can right over here. You have summarized. You have given a summary of what you have already stated in the previous paragraph. Okay, so it is the summary which you have given. Now here are the suggestions. Now suggestions which have been given over there, and these are again should be objectively be given. Objectively be given, and okay, and these are these could be that parents should involve teenagers in productive activities, so that they may not feel any sort, or they will not face any psychological problem or psychological issue. They should be consulted by parents. They should, for example, religion could be of a great help in this situation, and they should be told about the history of medical sciences, that how medical science, that how viral diseases, or how the outbreak of certain viral diseases or bacterial diseases, and which affected communities at certain phase of period, during a certain phase period of time, affected communities and created problems, but somehow they overcame, human beings overcame them. And then, so apart from counseling, resorting to religion, you may say that they should be engaged in online courses, and you may give this thing in. You may give and write it down in the form of points. Points. It's up to you whether you want to write it in points or in a paragraph. But usually it is in the form of points. Okay, so and then you would sign off, write down your name over on the left hand side. You are going to write your name and your name, and you would sign off. Now name over here is XYZ, so you are going to write down XYZ if it is XY. I actually have forgotten the name. Okay, and then see, this is how you are going to write your report. Easy, isn't it? So I hope after here's a list of suggestions: role of parents, family life, and religion. So I hope after watching this video and listening to this video lesson and doing these activities with me, you have learned how you are to write a report.